Hello and welcome back to Kaisi Anant. I'm Sneha and let's understand algebraic structure. An algebraic structure is a set with one or more than one binary operations, right? So suppose I have a set S with a binary operation sum. I will call this as an algebraic structure. And why only one? We can have a set S with a number of binary operations on it. Suppose *1, *2, *n are the binary operations on the set S, then we call such structures as algebraic structures. Now the question is, what are the algebraic structures that we need to understand? So algebraic structures that we need to know. The first one is groupoid, then semigroup, monoid and group. Since we are doing group theory, so basically we are heading towards groups, right? Now the definitions. Groupoid is defined as a set with one binary operation on it. Whatever we were doing with any set S and one binary operation, we'll call such structure as a groupoid. So all we need in order to have a groupoid, all we need is some set n and a binary operation on it. So the set of natural numbers with the binary operation of addition is nothing but a groupoid. Next comes a semigroup and the definitions are interlinked. So once we define a groupoid, with the help of a groupoid we define a semigroup. So a groupoid with associative binary operation is a semigroup. So in a semigroup you will have a set, a binary operation, and along with this the binary operation has to be associative, right? And we discussed in a great detail what are associative commutative binary operations. If you missed the videos, the link will be here or in the description box. Watch it there. So star is associative. We say that such structure is a semigroup. So in our example, the set of naturals with the operation of addition is now a semigroup, right? Because I know that the operation addition is associative on the set of naturals. Next, with the help of semigroups, I am defining, now we are going from the semigroup to the monoid. A semigroup with identity element is called a monoid. So while we were doing identity element, we discussed that the identity is an existential question. So we defined that there exists an element, right? For identity, the very first phrase was there exists an element. So if you are given with a set with a binary operation that is associative, and along with these there exists an element, or there exists identity element, I would directly rather say identity element, we say that such structure is a monoid, right? And lastly, the group. So a monoid, and now we are going from monoid to the group. A monoid such that every element has inverse is called a group. So ultimately in a group you have a set, a binary operation, then you have the binary operation has to be associative, then there must exist identity, and finally you have the existence of inverses for all elements in the group. So the existence of inverses, right? Inverses. So such kind of structure is known as a group. So instead of giving you a direct definition of a group, I tried to inculcate the definition of algebraic structure here so that it's easier for you to remember. A set with binary operation is a groupoid. If the binary operation happens to be associative, it's a semigroup. If the semigroup has an identity element, it will be a monoid. And finally, a monoid that has that every element has inverse is the group, right? So this is the definition of group जो हम theory पढ़ रहे हैं, उसकी पहली definition group की. Now you can also write the definition of a group in this manner. The definition says that let G be a non-empty set, obviously because we are having a binary operation on this set. It has to be non-empty in order to have elements to apply the binary operations on. That assigns, and since the operation is binary, by the definition of binary operation, the ordered pair of AB जिनको हम एक दूसरे के साथ अप्लाई करेंगे, जिन पर हम बाइनरी ऑपरेशन अप्लाई करेंगे, दिस ऑर्डर्ड पेयर गिव्स यू एन एलिमेंट ऑफ G itself, and this first point is also known as the closure property. Closure property, you know, in many of books you would find out that the definition is written like this: G be a non-empty set such that first the closure property, where they are saying that there is a binary operation such that the product A star B is in the set itself. Then the second one is associativity. It has to be, the binary operation has to be associative. Third, so if I'm counting closure property 1, this will be the second and this is the third. It says that there exists an element E in G, and that is the identity element that we defined already. And lastly, the inverses, which we denoted, you know, the inverse of A is denoted by, we denoted B, the inverse, as A inverse, right? So all the properties, ये सारी जितनी properties है ये हमने अपने previous videos में पढ़ी हैं बहुत अच्छे से, बहुत डिटेल में. If you missed those, link will be in the description box, वहाँ जा कर के you can check them out. You can always subscribe to my channel for you know such videos. मैं short videos बनाना prefer करती हूँ इस you know topic का, because it's algebra and there is too much to remember, right? So we will be, you know, we will be doing small definitions, one topic at a time. This is the video guys. I hope you understood and you liked. Hit the like button अगर आपको अच्छा लगा, अगर आपको कुछ समझ आया. अगर आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, बिकॉज मैं यूट्यूब पर दिख रहा है कि नॉन सब्सक्राइबर्स जो है ना उनके व्यूज़ ज़्यादा हैं, तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करो. एंड या वी विल बी मीटिंग इन द नेक्स्ट वन. टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय.